Hey Gemini, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your second half October love and separation. I wanted to say thanks you guys for the 4,500 views for the first half of love and separation. I sure appreciate that. Thanks to all the subscribers for all your support, all your love, all your positive comments. You guys, I sure appreciate that. And, those really fabulous comments make this a worthwhile endeavor. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for that. There's going to be some events happening astrologically. The 23rd introduces us into Scorpio season. And we just had the Aries full moon. Okay, so that's like taking action. Let's get going. Scorpio season, there'll be a lot of revelation of secrets and change happening mid-month with that. Scorpios bring things in the dark to the light. So there could be a lot of revelations happening around the 23rd for you. On the 27th, that's a new moon in Scorpio. So it's going to be about intense new beginnings. And on the 31st, of course, that's Samhain for some of you out there. For some of you others, it's Halloween. But that is when Mercury retrogrades in Scorpio. So communication is going to slow down a little bit, okay? So if you want to get it out, do it from the 23rd to the 27th. So anytime there's retrograding energy, that means it's doing the opposite of what it should be doing in its natural placement there. So just remember, don't do anything real taxing or, trying to communicate very deep feelings or anything like that on the 31st because, it could prove to work in reverse for you. So cross watchers, come on in and let's see if we can get Gemini a good read. If you're new to the channel, it's one for you, one for your partner. Your blocks, their blocks, the blocks between you, how they feel about you, and the potential final outcome of the situation. Could be dealing with fire or water, Gemini, but it looks like you know something about fire sign, or a fire sign knows something about you, perhaps. This could be a divine counterpart for some of you. For others of you, you just know that you need to take action on a situation. You're holding on to something that you need to let go, Gemini. Time to lay those burdens down. Time to lay them down because, again, Scorpio season's coming and secrets are going to be coming out. Changes are going to be happening. So let it go now while you can. Yeah, you're kind of in your head a little bit about how to change something financially, perhaps, or how to change a situation that brings lack and loss. Trying to figure that out. And in some respects, I think you might be a little bit indifferent to changing a situation. So let's see what the cards have to say. On the bottom of the deck, we have Aries and Taurus, the Emperor, the King of all kings. Okay, for some of you, that could mean, the ultimate partner. For others of you, this could mean taking control of a situation. Okay, we have a couple of things popping out here. Somebody's words might be a little bit sharp, Gemini. Because of anxiety. So it looks like you want to move out of this place of, regret and suffering and, anxiety, going on and on about it in your head. And you want to cut that out, but you also want to speak the truth about starting over again. Some of you could be dealing with fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But what I see here is that if you don't get those feelings under control, your words are going to be a little bit cutting. And it's going to seem as though you're hot and cold, Gemini. So let's see what's going on with your partner. Your partner wants to rush toward you talking about this. Watch your words or it's going to blow up, okay? Your partner is coming out of something or coming toward you with something. And here's what I see. If you're not careful, you're going to get into it because you're like, you shall not pass. I don't care what you're bringing with you. I don't care if you're bringing your mama and them with you. Don't mess with me because I'm not in the mood for it. That's kind of what I see coming from you because you're raising your staff and they're bringing their sword. So watch your conversations a little bit because it looks like it's a little hot and cold. Excuse me. And it looks like, they may be trying to trigger you or you're already triggered by a situation. So watch yourself a little bit. So let's see what your blocks are. For some of you, this could be someone coming out of relationship and coming toward you. And it's something that you've been mulling over, okay? It's something you've been very worried about the outcome. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? When is this going to begin? Am I going to be waiting forever and a day? When is my perfect partner going to make their way on the horizon? So for some of you, this prince is coming toward you with communication about leaving a situation that blew up in their face. And you've been mulling over it. You've been like, look, here's the deal. I'm drawing the line in the sand. It's either them or me, and that's it. So, and that's something you've been having a lot of sleepless nights over, it looks like. And you are accepting that and extending your wand of passion and saying, hey, here I am, baby. Come and get me. So let's see what your blocks are. Yeah, you're ready to start all over again. Some of you have heavy Aries energy in this read. So if some of you are dealing with Aries, you're ready to start again, but you're defensive, okay? You're kind of like, you know what? This joker is never going to take care of business. I'm going to go off on my own because I can't deal with this anymore. I need some sleep. So you're a little bit afraid of rejection happening here, and that's your block. That's what's keeping you from moving forward on a new path because you think this person's deceiving and lying to you, and they just aren't really telling you what's what. So let's see what the blocks for your partner are. Okay, well, we had a few things fall out here. All right, so your partner's trying to devise a plan to move forward. They're mixing some potions up. They're in the kitchen, doing whatever. They're trying to devise a way to move forward. Problem is, they're trying to create balance in that forward movement. Unfortunately, no matter which way they turn, tumbling down the walls will come. But they're trying to make it balanced. So the problem for them is creating balance and forward movement. Problem for you is you don't think they're ever going to move. And so you're kind of like, I think you're lying to me a little bit. And so you're pulling out your Queen of Swords because you're like, look it, shit or get off the pot, right? So that's kind of what's going on here. And you're trying to take control of the situation. You're trying to be patient, but you kind of have a gut feeling that this is not happening quickly enough for you. So let's just see what the rest of the cards have to say. Blocks between the two of you, guys. There's the possibly a third party situation. It doesn't have to be third party people. It doesn't always have to be a person. It could be a job. It could be a project. It could be whatever they spend too much time doing instead of spending time with you. I think in a real sense, you both don't want this to end. It's not what you want, but what you're in is not what you want either. And, but just remember, there's this opportunity coming toward you, both. Communication is a block. This is a husband and wife, committed partners. You both are viewing each other as committed partners, and for some of you, you're viewing each other as divine counterparts, okay? You're a match. However, there is issue with communication. This is the center, this is the overall arching energy of the read. Nothing can be done until your person takes control of this situation and decides for themselves when to end it. So, that doesn't leave you a lot of room for having a place. So you have to kind of move forward because you deserve better than that. So communicating about ending the relationship is not what you want. It's not what your partner wants. But unfortunately, it looks like until your partner's ready to move forward, until they're ready to say, hey, you know what? You're the only one for me. I'm done with this. You're going to have to make that leap on your own. So let's see how they feel about you. But a match, absolutely. Timing, not so great. You feel like they're stalling out, okay? And that's making you feel like it's a real deceptive situation. Yeah, your partner wants to defend the relationship because this is how they view you, the Ten of Cups. They feel like you're both defensive about this situation, okay? You're both defensive about it. But here is what you're both defending. You're both defending a Ten of Cups situation. Happy wife, happy life. There's their defensive stance, and here's your defensive stance. You're both protecting the illusion and the dream, okay? However, somebody's not getting up and moving their ass. Plain and simple. So when that happens, what happens? The universe says, oh, tower moment. And then the person has to get up and move. So that's kind of what you're facing. You feel like they're being deceptive because they're not getting up and moving on with it. They're trying to do everything they can to bring balance to the situation. You both don't want to end this relationship, but you deserve better. And they don't know when they're going to be able to move it. So let's see what a final outcome is. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, Gemini, I'm just going to give it to you straight. Your partner's thinking about baby mama. Okay, your partner's thinking, oh, I don't know. Is it logical? Is it fair? Is it this? Is it that? So they're not even close to trying to move forward out of this situation. Okay, this is either a mother-in-law, a woman who's the mother of their children, whatever. Okay, for men, reverse it. and they are not ready to move forward. You, on the other hand, are. You are ready to move forward. You're ready to conquer whatever comes toward you. Unfortunately, what's coming toward you is a double-sided issue. I think in the end, you're going to find they're going to side with logic, Gemini, and you're going to be kind of like, what the F? So, and of course, the bottom of the deck is walking away to find your missing cups. So, I think, Gemini, in this circumstance, you know, you kind of have some issues in which you're in love with somebody, they're in love with you, they have obligations and responsibilities that they're going to have to be logical about. You're ready to move on to another chapter in your life, regardless of whether or not they come with you. So, hot and cold is the situation in this love separation. So, let's get a couple oracle cards and kind of see where we're going with things. Hot and cold, Gemini. And I don't think it's you who's hot and cold. I think it's your partner who's running hot and cold. Best example of hot and cold is right here, the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Hot and cold. So your partner's running hot and cold. So, you know, you don't have to be anybody's yo-yo. You know, move forward, do your thing. And they have plenty on their plate to do. It's not what you want, but maybe it's a good choice for you. New beginnings, that's you, Gemini. You're moving toward a different relationship, perhaps a soulmate relationship, that has a firmer foundation than this does. You're going to have to listen to the divine, work on your crown chakra, clearing, do meditations. There's a lot of good crown chakra meditations you can participate in, or you can just listen to, and making decisions. Okay, planned decisions. You're going to have to understand that divine timing is at play. You need to work on your own foundations and move forward. Close out cycles for your own self. Unfortunately, that's what you're faced with. Your person's not wanting to make a decision, and why should they? You know, why should they be forced to make a decision when they can have their cake and eat it too, right? And any self-respecting empress does not play second fiddle. I love you. These are very important words. You can say this to your person. I love you very much, but you know what? This is not what's best for me. I love myself. I'm going to move forward and do what I need to do to make my life happy. I'm not going to wait around on you anymore. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love, because here's the thing, hot and cold. If this partner wanted to be with you, they would be with you come hell or high water. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. One more and we'll call it a wrap, Gemini. Second half of October for you, Gemini, is going to be about truths. Facing your truth, facing the truth of your partner, facing the reality of the situation, not defending a fantasy, an illusion. Don't defend this illusion anymore. Put your sword down and move on to your own Ten of Cups, because this person here is clearly not making a decision. Time to go. Time to go, Gemini, and seek out your own path in this world, your own happiness. 4 and 5 break down to a 9. So it's time to close out cycles and move forward. Observe. Observe what you see happening, and if you're able to disconnect, okay? and observe what you see happening in this situation and decide for yourself whether or not you want to keep hanging on or you want to move forward and find your own happiness. So, Gemini, that's what I have for you for your second half love and separation. And I'll see you guys at the end of the month for What's in Their Head read. Thanks so much.